Hello viewers, welcome to yet another episode of the orchid species you can grow at home series. Today I have for you the beautiful Dendrobium nobile. Many of you might have seen this orchid growing in tall trees. You can find both species and hybrid nobiles, but I'll be focusing mainly on the nobile species one. This orchid is found in India, China, Bangladesh, Nepal, Bhutan, Myanmar, Thailand, Laos and Vietnam and few other adjoining places. This is the blooming season for the nobile. As you can see, the blooms are very pretty. It has fragrance also. The blooms are white and mauve combination with a white lip and a dark magenta patch, as you can see. These are hard-cane dendrobiums. They arise from a single rhizome. The leaves are strap-like, very thin, filmy. The leaves arise from the nodes of the canes, 2 or 3 from each node. The blooms appear on leafed as well as leafless canes. The blooms are very beautiful, as I have mentioned before. These are one of my favorite Dendrobium species because of the blooms and also the fragrance. This is a cool to hot growing orchid. It is found in lowland forests. Also, you will see it blooming on mossy limestone rocks. It needs regular watering during summer. Summer is the growing season for these orchids. During winter, these orchids take a rest, and during this time we should reduce watering so as to initiate blooms in the following spring. We should keep it in a semi-shaded location. Filtered sunlight should be appropriate for it. Too much light can make the canes yellowish and the leaves may fall. Also, too little light will make the leaves very dark green and may prevent it from flowering. The species orchids give you the least headache. Only we need to concentrate on watering it regularly and also giving it proper light conditions. I have seen these orchids growing in the wild in tree branches and very blooming profusely. Since we grow them at our homes and they grow quite large, you can put it in a plastic pot in this way and prevent it from toppling. It is very prone to toppling if struck by something. You can put it in a heavier pot like this, preferably an earthen pot, so that it doesn't fall over if you accidentally hit it. These orchids put out buds in the canes from each node, preferably on the upper nodes. Another way of mounting it, growing this orchid, is mounting it on a tree. This is a densiflorum. This I have mounted on a betelnut tree using a bit of moss. The moss will hold moisture and help the roots to grow. Once the root grows, it will attach itself to the tree that I have tied it, and then it can grow more canes because it will get support for its weight and while it attaches itself to the tree. So you will see that orchids that are mounted on trees are very bushier with multiple canes. So that is a very favorable method. In case of the nobile, multiple keykis are produced on older canes which have already bloomed at the nodes and also from the base of the orchid, from the rhizome. This way you can make multiple copies of your original plant. So once you invest, next year you can get many more plants from it. Dendrobium orchids usually mature in 1 year and will bloom in the next spring. So you'll see that each cane bears multiple keykis. These keykis, when they grow up to 6 to 7 centimeters and has a nice root system, you can just detach it from the mother plant and grow them separately. So here I have about 20 to 25 keykis which have grown on multiple canes. This orchid does take up quite some space in your growing area, so you need to make space for it, or you can just mount it on a tree, as I had said before. So this is the canes you can see are very shriveled. This is the mother cane. So Another method is that you can make pieces of the old canes and put them in moss so that they grow these kikis. Also, you can leave them on the mother plant, and after they become mature enough to grow on their own, you can detach it from the mother plant. So you can see how big the Dendrobium nobile is in my shade. So it is taking quite some space, and you have seen that it is very easy to care for this Dendrobium nobile. Practically you need not have to worry that much for this nobile. It will bloom on its own because these are species orchids. They do not need fertilizers. They grow on their own in the forest, and also in your shaded location, in your shaded greenhouse, you can grow them very easily. So go ahead and try once. So thank you for watching.